Tonight, a teenager accused of murdering her mother and stepfather returned to court just a few weeks after a judge rejected a change of venue. And tonight, there's a possibility that high-profile trial could be delayed. Good evening. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is live from the Carroll County area with this new development. Kevin?
Yeah, for now, the trial is still set for January 5th, but there could be a delay. Let's take you into the courtroom back this morning. Sarah Grace Patrick sitting there at the table for a brief court hearing this morning. Her defense attorney says the teen accused of killing her mother, Kristen Brock, and her stepfather, James Brock, back in February, has completed a psychological evaluation, but that report has not been written and submitted. The defense and the DA's office agrees the prosecution may need more time to go over the evaluation and find a rebuttal expert depending on the findings in those reports. If the state needs more time, Judge Dustin Hightower says he would grant a continuance.
So I will not know whether or not I need to continue this case out of an obligation of fairness and justice until probably just a few days prior to this case coming to court. Is that correct?
That's my understanding.
Okay, now remember the calendar here. The January 5th is a Monday, the first full week of the new year. January 1st is a holiday, so the court is going to be shut down. So it's going to be tough to try to find some time to figure out what is the next step. So it is possible we could see a delay in this high-profile trial. Of course, we will keep you up to date, but for now, we're live in downtown Carrollton, Carroll County. Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
Kevin, thanks for the latest there. A mistrial has been declared in the case of 3 suspects accused of shooting and killing a 16-year-old girl. Jaquan Wither, Willie Dennis, and Tessenry Mosley were all charged with felony murder and aggravated assault in the murder of Breasia Powell. She was shot and killed during an unauthorized graduation party in the parking lot of Benjamin E. Mays High School back in May of 2023. The judge granted the defense's motion for a mistrial this morning. We're still working to find out the reason behind that mistrial. In Fulton County, Atlanta, police still need help tonight finding the suspect involved in a Northwest Atlanta shooting. Take a look at this surveillance video. The shooting happened on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard back on November 3rd. Officers found a 17-year-old who'd been shot in the leg. Authorities believe the teen got into an argument with the gunman before shots were fired. Call Crime Stoppers if you can identify the person in that photo.
Investigators in South Fulton want to find a person accused of shoplifting. The theft happened at the Family Dollar on Old National Highway. Officers say the person stole merchandise and left. Police say before the thief left, they assaulted a store employee and got away in a U-Haul truck. In Spalding County, deputies need the public's help finding a porch pirate. Investigators released this Blink camera video. It shows a person walking into the porch of a home and taking a big boxed item. Call the Spalding County Sheriff's Office if you can identify that person.
The mother of a teenager who was reportedly beaten by his teacher at a Rockdale County middle school earlier this month is speaking out tonight. Authorities say the school surveillance video shows the educator hitting that teenager multiple times. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live in Conyers, where the student's mother and her attorney held a news conference today. Deidre?
That's right. The family attorney, Russ, saying that this is not an isolated incident in what is a very disturbing case. But we also heard from school district officials today who insist that they do everything they can here in Rockdale County to ensure the well-being and safety of both students and staff on campuses.
Teachers are there to teach. They are there to protect our children to feel safe when they leave our home. But right now, I don't feel that way.
Joined by her attorney, Danielle Offit recounted the violent assault on her 13-year-old son in a classroom at Conyers Middle School on December 1st. The alleged assailant, the boy's teacher, Melvin McLean. The educator, who had formerly been named Teacher of the Year, is charged with child cruelty and simple battery. According to officials and the boy's mother, school surveillance video shows McLean striking the victim 20 times in the head, chest, and stomach.
This is a systemic failure in Rockdale County. They are failing our schools, they are failing our children, they are failing our parents.
Attorney Kiana Chenault is representing Offit and other families who claim their children were physically assaulted by educators while attending Rockdale County schools. She believes the cases reflect a lack of transparency and oversight.
How emboldened must you be to know there's a camera and still place your hands on a child that's not yours, and not just once, to beat a child 20 times.
We reached out to the school district for comment. A spokesman told Fox 5 the district has developed school improvement plans, which include staff development, behavior, and safety initiatives to strengthen teacher and student support, stating in part, Rockdale County Public Schools takes all allegations of misconduct seriously and will not tolerate any behavior that harms children. When employees do not meet our standards, we take swift, appropriate action and remove them from the classroom. We remain committed to upholding our standards and taking decisive action whenever those standards are not met.
Now, Offutt is suing the district. In addition to monetary damages, her attorney says that they want all school district staff to undergo mental health evaluations. In Rockdale County, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Some very serious accusations there. Deidre, thanks. Outgoing South Fulton Mayor Khalid Kamau is heading to trial on trespassing and burglary charges. Kamau was scheduled for a final plea hearing this morning, but he showed up an hour and a half late, angering the judge. Kamau then rejected the plea deal that prosecutors offered him. The charges are related to Kamau's arrest at a home on Cascade Palmetto Highway back in 2023 after he was confronted by the homeowner who spotted him on surveillance video on the property. The trial is set for February 17th, about a month after the new South Fulton mayor will be sworn in.
A rookie deputy makes a big drug bust after a chase and pit maneuver. It all happened in Fayette County, and Fox 5's Doug Evans has the video.
We're told the deputy had just graduated from the Fayette County Sheriff's Regional Training Academy last July. They say this was his first pit maneuver, and it resulted in the taking of a lot of meth off the streets. The video from the Fayette County Sheriff's Office shows the deputy in pursuit of a white van. Along with the driver, there's a passenger on board. The video shows the driver veering into the opposite lanes, forcing other drivers to take evasive actions to keep from hitting him. The driver also speeds through a shopping center parking lot, narrowly missing parked cars. Deputy Desmond Waters rams the van once. Back on the road now, the deputy performs his first pit maneuver. Here's what happened next.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Where's Bob?
That foot chase would end with the driver and passenger in custody, as well as the seizure of 71 grams of crystal meth. The driver's been identified as 48-year-old Tarico Williams of Riverdale. He's charged with felony fleeing, felony possession of meth, trafficking in meth, it's also a felony, and a bunch of traffic charges. The passenger is also charged with felony possession of meth and trafficking in meth. Both the driver and the passenger remain locked up in the Fayette County Jail without bond. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.